Let's try this. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Prescott Board of Adjustments meeting for today, which is June 20th. And as I call your name, I would like the board members to respond here, please. I'm Jim Lamerson, the chairman. Tony Teeters, vice chair.
Present.
Thomas Davis.
Here.
Mary Frederickson.
Here.
Miriam Halbrick.
Here.
Mark Hoeknes.
Here.
Tom Hutchinson. Seeing 6 present, it will require a vote of 4 for anything to happen positive. So with that, I would really appreciate it if Mary would lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. I think at any time a public meeting is held with public officials that it's important to say the Pledge of Allegiance to the country we represent. So thank you very much. I hereby call the thing, we've done the roll. This is an open public hearing, and I told you that it's going to take 6 to do the thing. Take 4, I mean, we have 6 members present, is what I meant. Sorry about that. Corrections, that really helps. So with that, I'll turn this over to staff to
Yes.
regard. We're going to adjust. Boy, this thing is really light. So has everybody had a chance to read the minutes? Are there any objections or alterations to the minutes? I would entertain a motion to accept the minutes.
Mary Frederickson, I move to accept the minutes as submitted.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The minutes are accepted unanimously, and let the minutes for next week reflect that. I would also like in our minutes to reflect that our new liaison, Ted Gambogi, councilman, is here in our audience. I realize he's not Connie Contami. They don't look anything alike. So anyway, having said that, staff, would you please address the variance?
Sure. Thank you. Good morning, Chair, members of the board. Tammy DeWitt, Community Planner. The request before you is a variance to Article 3, Section 3.6.3.f, Single Family 9, minimum setbacks of the Land Development Code to allow for a reduction of the required 7-foot side setback by 4.5 feet to allow for a 2.5-foot side setback for an existing carport on a 0.15 acre parcel. So here's the subject parcel. It is surrounded by the single-family residential. It's kind of off of Willow Creek Road. Here's the imagery of the property and of the surrounding area. So when you look at the surrounding area, or if you drove down the street at all after you got the packet, there are a lot of houses that have similar structures attached to their house or next door to them. So having this in the side setback is not out of character for this neighborhood. It is an older neighborhood in Prescott. So this is the site plan. The applicant was trying to permit these after the fact. She had a contractor that told her she didn't need permits for these structures, and then found out she did. So as we were trying to permit the shed, it was noted the carport was there. And so we approved the shed because it meets the setbacks, but we said that the carport had to go through other processes. So the applicant has been working with staff ever since she was notified about this and going through this process so we could try to get this permitted. Here's a picture of the carport in question. It is detached from the house. It is set far enough from the neighbor's residence. The applicant did get letters of support from surrounding neighbors saying that they're okay with this remaining and they're supportive of the request. Here's a couple of properties I took pictures of just from standing in front of the house, of adjacent properties that have similar structures attached to the house that encroach almost all the way to the setback. So, like I said, it's not out of character for this neighborhood to have these type of structures in the side setback. We did review all of the variance criteria. There are no extraordinary conditions. She was given bad information from a contractor and now has been trying to work through the process to get it permitted. So in review, staff does note there are other variances have been approved in the neighborhood, similar to this. In driving down the street, we saw the other structures that are similar to what's being in front of you today. We did send notices out to all the property owners within 300 feet. We posted the property and published in the paper. We did not receive any additional comments from the neighbors, but we just, in the packet, you have the letters that were obtained from the applicant. And that concludes my presentation. I'm free to answer any questions, and the applicant is also here to answer any questions.
Thank you, Tammy. Board members, are there any comments that any of the board members wish to make? We'll start up with Mary.
How did you know I was going to have a comment? Actually, I have no questions about the carport that you're seeking to get a stamp of approval on. I just wanted to say I appreciate the curb appeal of your front yard, and I think the carport adds to it, but it's a lovely front yard that you have.
Thank you. Next, I'll go to Miriam.
No, I have no question.
Thank you. Your turn.
No, I have no.
Thank you very much. Tony?
No questions at this time.
Okay, Mr. Davis.
I have just a question for staff. I guess Home Depot, Lowe's, places like that sell a freestanding, I've seen the metal corrugated. Mm-hmm. If someone were to buy that and put it in place, do they need a permit to do that?
Yes.
They do.
Any structure requires a permit.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This thing is really sensitive. Are there any comments from the public? Not seeing any. Do I have a motion from the board to either accept or deny the application for a variance?
Mary Frederickson, I'll move to approve variance V 24-003.
Thank you. I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
May I ask, is that per the site plan?
Excuse me.
Thank you. Yes.
Boy, I think we heard, I don't want to say the peanut gallery, but we heard from the lawyer. Okay. Do I have a second to the motion?
Tom Davis, I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Not hearing any. The motion carries unanimously. Thank you very much. Staff updates.
We have no updates today.
Not hearing any updates. Does anybody have anything else to say? Good.